Hi guys, so for those of you that have been kind of inquiring and asking, I am going to try to videotape my injections. Hopefully tonight will be the last night that I have to do them. So I actually have two medications that I do. One is Puragon and the other one is Gonal F. So I usually do the Puragon first because honestly that one hurts more. It burns when it goes in, so I usually just do that one to get it over with, to be honest. So basically what I get is these little vials, if you can see that, of powder. And so I have 2 vials of powder and then 1 vial of saline. So what you do is you get the syringe. So here's the syringe. And then you get a needle. So here's the tip of the needle here. I'll show that again because you don't put that on right away. And then you get these little things, they're called Q-caps. And basically they just help you mix your medication together. So you pop that little guy out. It's hard to see because it's clear. And then you twist it on and it makes this little cap part. And then what you do is you get the saline first. They all have a little tap, and then this part's rubber. So you can stick a needle in the middle and you'll be able to suck up what you want. So I usually remove all the caps. These are the 2 powders first. There we go. So they just kind of clip off. You do have to alcohol swab the top of those caps just to make sure they're clean. So I'll do that. Then this Q cap basically just fits right over top of the bottle and hold it on. You can flip it upside down. I'm trying to do it against a dark background so you can kind of see. And you just pull the plunger and you take about, I think it's cc's, but whatever, you take up to the 1. And then you can pull that off. And then you have your kind of saline in there. Sometimes there's air bubbles, so you have to kind of tap them out and then they just kind of rise up. So got your saline in there, and then from there you take the medication, which is a powder, and you do the same thing. So you put that over top, you squirt the water in, and then you kind of mix it together. And then you flip that upside down and pull that now saline and medication in. And then you do it again with the second vial. So you push the cap on and it locks right in. Push the saline in, kind of swirl it around, tip it upside down, and pull the medication back in, and then take that off. Then you go ahead and you unscrew this Q-tap, I keep calling them Q-tips, but this Q-cap. You get your needle and you screw your needle head in. So there's that. Then you can pull the cap off, and it's really hard to see. There's the needle there. So it's not too long. It's really hard to see on the camera. There it is. Then you just want to squirt any air out. There's still a little air bubble in there, so tap it to get rid of it. It floats up to the top. Then You just keep squirting up until a little drip comes out of the top. Then you know it's ready. Now for the fun part. So then from there, got a nice little bruise there. You alternate sides, so I went this side last night, so I'm gonna go, sorry, I'm just cleaning up all my crap here, to the other side tonight. So as you can see, really bloated. I feel like all the videos of other people I watch doing this, they're like so skinny, and I'm like, damn, not me. But anyways, I'm always bloated, always have been because of my endometriosis, but it's definitely worse right now. So all you do is you kind of clean the area that you're gonna put it. You wait for that to dry. The lighting's really bad in here, but there's nothing I can do about that. Then you take the needle and you just go stab it in. Then you push the plunger. Down. So this Menopure stuff is the stuff that burns, so kind of sucks, but then once, it only lets you go so fast, so once it's down all the way, you have to hold it in there for 15 seconds. And I think they say the reasoning for that is so that when you pull the needle out, all the medication doesn't kind of come out with the needle. So the 15 seconds actually allows for it to go in. So I find this is the weirdest part, just holding a needle in your body. But that's what you do, and then you go ahead and you pull it out. I mean, it hardly leaves a mark. Sometimes it bleeds. I think it depends on if I hit like a capillary or something, like it will bleed, but it doesn't bleed every time, but it does sometimes. So that's the first one. Now, tonight's actually a little different. So what I have had to do the whole 8 days previous is the next needle comes in this pen. This is gonal F. So this is FSH hormone. So basically what I usually do with this is I pull the cap off. There's a kind of twist type plunger there, and there's a number right here. It's at 0 right now. It's hard to see because of the shine, but basically what I can do is I can turn that and the number will change. So normally what I would do is go to 150 because that's how much I take of this. This one's empty. I ran out of those yesterday. And so this whole pen actually comes in 300. So it's actually 2 nights worth in each pen. But because they think I'm only doing stims for 1 more night, I could have bought another one of these, but I would have extra medication. And so it's like $200 or something for the pen. So instead, I didn't want to buy too much medication because why waste my money? I got this different gonal F. So that'll be it's the same medication, but it's not in a pen. So I have to draw it up and stuff myself, and I can't use those Q caps like I did with the Menopure. So you guys will again get to watch me do something for the first time, so that should be entertaining. But it seems pretty straightforward, I think. But because this is only 75 units, I have to do it twice. So I saved money, but I have to do 2 pokes where usually it's only 1. Whether that was worth it or not, I don't know, but that's what happened. So we will see. So this one looks similar. It's a powder this time. And then I have the needle. So let's see how this goes. Should be fairly straightforward, I think, but we'll see. I'm gonna get another alcohol swab. This is probably super boring for some people, but some people wanted to see it, so I decided to videotape it. I'll put it up by itself so like people that don't really care won't have to watch it. So this one already has the saline in it, so that's good. So this just twists off, I think. So that just twists off, and then I actually have 2 needles for this one. So one is to get the medication in the syringe. Comes in a little thing. So this one's actually really big, which is fun. So this one's huge. This is not the one that's going in me, thank goodness. So I think I gotta twist that one on. And then wipe off the top of this. Put this huge needle in here. Push the saline in. Kind of mix it around a little bit. Now this I think is going to be the fun part. I've not done this yet. I gotta try to pull all this liquid out of here. So I think I got all of it. So I've seen someone else do this on YouTube or whatever, and she really struggled, so I was worried, but I actually didn't find it too bad. So then you take this giant needle out. Can you imagine if I had to put that in? That would be hideous. And then put that in there. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I got that in my sharps container. Take this hopefully much smaller needle. That's better. So this one's, man, these are hard to see. Much smaller. This camera does not, it's just my phone, but it does not focus well. But you can kind of see it there. It's not too long. Okay. I'm gonna squirt the air out. Actually at the bottom, so I'm gonna try to get, there we go. There's a giant air bubble. I want to get that out because okay. So once the liquid comes out, I'm gonna do the same side. So again, kind of give the area a wipe. Supposed to wait for that to dry, so. And then you're just gonna do the same thing you did before. Push it in. This plunger's really slow. Good, and then I have to hold it for 15. Kind of makes for a boring video, but it is what it is. I'm at 10 and 15. So then I take it out. See that one? Must hit a little capillary or something because I'm bleeding a little bit. It's alright, no big deal. So then these, you get a little container, sharps container, so put that in there. All right, 2 down, 1 to go. This other one actually is gonna be the same as the one I just did. So I'll videotape it, but I might end up not putting it in. So this is literally the exact same thing. And like I said, the other 8 days, I did not have to do 3. It was only 2. It was just because that medication, Gonal F, comes in a pen with 300 units, and I didn't need 300. I only needed 150. So instead of, it doesn't come in a 150 dose. So instead of paying for more medication than what I needed, I bought 275 doses to save money, but it meant that I had to do 3 needles tonight, so instead of the normal 2. Oh, going out with a bang. Last night doing them, I might as well do 3. I'm getting pretty used to them now. I did one night I almost like I thought about it too much. It was like not my first night either. It was like, I don't know, my 4th night, 5th night. I just like thought about it too much, and I was putting the needle in and I got super nauseous, like super nauseous, and I got lightheaded, and I couldn't even leave the needle in for 15. I only made it till 12, and I was like gonna pass out, so I had to sit, like lay on the couch. But I don't think it was actually the injection. I just, for whatever reason, thought about what I was doing and like got lightheaded, like got in my head. So that was definitely interesting. So again, you squirt the liquid in, then you mix it up. It's hard to see, there's not a whole lot in there. And then you kind of, I angled this so I could get all of it. Kind of suck it up. It is tricky to get it all. She did say I could do this also, and like just leave the tip in and kind of get, but I feel like this way is a little easier, so that's what I'm gonna do. There, got it all. So I'm gonna tap the air bubbles up. I can't imagine having to stick that in. Like, that's got a huge hole in it and everything. Luckily, I don't have to. So I take that, put it in my sharps container, get my much smaller needle. There we go. Back to the small one. I'm gonna push that air bubble out till I see just a little bit of medication come out the top of the needle. Last one. So you can see kind of my 2 other spots, so obviously don't want to go too close to them, but gotta go somewhere. I only have so many places to go, so I'm gonna go kind of below, right between. Okay, and you just kind of go. Wait till the plunger gets to the end and then hold it for 15. That other one is like bleeding. Kind of blocking the way, probably distracting, but they do bleed for a little bit. Good, and then pull it out. So you can see how quickly when you hit a little capillary that you do bleed, but whatever, it happens. They said, when they did the teaching, they said that might happen, so it's not a major surprise or anything. Put the cap on, and then we'll check it in the sharps container. So there it is for the people that wanted to see. It's not the worst. You do like, see, I hit a capillary, so it is bleeding. And then I don't know what I did over here. That one was from a few nights ago, and I got quite a good bruise, but I don't know what was different. I don't feel like that one hurt anymore or anything. So I'm not, sorry, I was wiping that blood before it dripped everywhere. I'm not really sure why that happened, but there, hopefully my last injections, my poor belly, it's actually not doing too bad, but I'll be happy to not have to do that anymore. Alright guys, thanks for watching, for those that did. Again, this is just a little side video because people were asking me about it, and so I figured might as well shoot it and then I'll add it on there. And if you want to watch it, you can watch it. If you don't, you don't have to. Alright, bye guys.